This is CGTN, China Global Television Network.
Well, South African Airways, the country's national carrier, resumed operations on Thursday, almost a year after it was grounded due to the pandemic, and the business rescue process put in place soon after that. Angela Coppola has more on that story.
The airline restarted with a limited local offering, with 3 flights per week between Johannesburg and Cape Town.
A big chunk of whether they will be successful or not will depend upon whether the new management actually has a mandate to be able to operate independently and commercially. At this point of time, they've made the right noises about bringing in a private sector partner, but that has not yet come into play.
The timing of the re-entry of the airline into the regional market is critical.
The biggest thing that is working in their favor is going to be the restructuring of the route network and hopefully trimming of the costs. The new route network that they're starting with is only going to be with 4 aircraft, and it's going to be to a bunch of destinations that have traditionally been very lucrative for South African Airways. That's Lusaka, Maputo, Harare, Kinshasa, and Accra.
The battle now begins for the hearts and minds of the traveling consumer, after more than $1 billion in taxpayers' bailouts.
So changing that perception and making the public aware that this is something new. There have been very, very problematic labor relations at South African Airways towards the end. And, once again, these are all things which have negatively affected the brand, and that the new airline, which is still using the same brand, is going to need to have to overcome before they're able to win flyers back.
It appears that there are some travellers prepared to give SAA another chance.
Because it's a proudly South African company, I rather support our own. In the past, I used to fly SAA all the time, whether, nationally and internationally. So I am concerned, but I just want to see, what's going to happen.
So I think going with them, giving them our support, and we're very patriotic people. So I think they're going to take off and it's going to be a good future. Everybody has a wobble. I think they'll recover nicely.
SAA took to the skies with a limited offering, first domestically and then regionally. It's all going to depend now on whether there's any interest from consumers. I'm Angela Coppola for CGTN at OR Tambo International Airport in South Africa.